All right, what's up, everybody? Hopefully this is working this time. I know this didn't work out last weekend. Just make sure I'm in focus here. Back in my house, I was having some internet speed problems in the studio, so I figured I'd just do this live session from the house right now. Let me pull up the chat. Hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. All right, one sec. I got a new watch. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Just got to pull up the chat here. All right. Apherv, Viraj, Andrew Clark, what's going on? Giant, Eddie, Miguel, PM Explorer, Gian Carlos, is that how you say that? Let me turn my volume down here. Gentleman Gazette, Coy, what's going on, man? All right, so yes, I am in Arizona. So I got the Hamilton, let me take it off so you can see it a little better. Khaki mechanical. It's also called the, I've seen this called all different variations, but yes, this is my house. Officer hand wine, officer mechanical, khaki mechanical, but either way, it's the mechanical or non-automatic version of the, if I can get to focus on that. It's the mechanical version of the Hamilton khaki field watch, and it's pretty cool. It's not automatic, so it's hand wind, so you can kind of, I don't know if you can hear that, but so you know it's not going to wind with the movement of your wrist, but you have to wind it manually. But the benefit of that is the movement is much simpler. So the watch is a lot thinner than the automatic version. So they make, this is a 38 millimeter, they make a 38 millimeter that is automatic, but I like this one because it's like 9 millimeters, the case height or the depth is 9 millimeters, and I think the automatic one is like 12. So it's a pretty decent difference, and it's hard to find a mechanical watch that's this thin. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Get into some questions. Here's how it looks on the wrist, by the way. I think it's an awesome size. So, very nice watch. I've seen these, they go for like $240 to $300 depending on where you're looking. I got this one on Amazon, so it was closer to $300, but with like Prime 2-day shipping and all that. So, all right, let's get into some questions. The Dress Shoe Channel. Thanks again for the Watch King video. I'm going to subscribe. Nice. Yeah, let me know what you think about them. Hello, Hiroki Mukai. Hello from Toronto. It's so cold already that I'm wearing a turtleneck and jacket. I'm jealous. I wish it was that cold here. It's gonna be like, it might not be 100 today, but it was like 102 yesterday. So, yeah, I'm ready for the fall and winter weather. All right. Christian M, hello from New York. What's it like in New York right now? What's the temperature up there? Indonesia, very nice. Yeah, last week the Q&A was kind of a non-starter. I don't know what happened. I kept starting it up, and then it didn't even say internet connection problems. It just wasn't working, you know. So I tried it a few times and just ended up canceling for the week. So, but this one seems to be nice and fast, so that's good. I think the focus is all right. All right. Would you ever do a transformation video like Alpha M? Yeah, possibly. I know, like with with Aaron, he's got his video guy, who's also named Christian, and he's really good. I mean, he's got the right gear, but I mean, really, he's just a good filmmaker. And so, I think having a producer, like someone, in this case, I think it's one person who's filming and editing. I think that's like, you kind of need that if you want to have that level of production. I'm getting a hang of my video production process and, lighting and lenses and editing and stuff. But I mean, that's a whole other level, going out and filming people in public. And it's just a lot of work, a lot of editing. So yeah, I would love to do that, but I think that's probably a little bit far off for me right now. I think my next step would be just finding somebody to help me edit my videos, Oh, by the way, if you see this gross wound on my arm, sorry about that. I had it covered up, but I took it off because I took a shower this morning and I needed to let it breathe a little bit. So I got a boosted board. And it's fun. It's a lot of fun, but I took a little spill the other day, right when I was starting to feel comfortable on it. I took a little a little fall, and it could have been worse, but I scraped up my arm pretty bad and my leg too. So yeah, still riding, but yeah, it was a humbling experience. So I respect the board. But anyway, so if you see that grossness on my arm, that's what that is. Okay. Let's see here. Gotta scroll way up. All right. Eddie, those wires are annoying me. Sorry. Price of the watch. This watch was $300, but I've seen it for as low as like $240. Actually, Joma Shop, it's Joma Shop. They have it for, I think, $238 on sale, but it wasn't shipping for like 6 weeks. So I was like, I'm just gonna get it from Amazon for a little more, get that 2-day Prime shipping and free returns and all that. So, all right, get some AirPods. So I do want to get some AirPods, but again, those aren't in stock either. Every time I try to get them, it's like shipping in 6 weeks or something. So, so yeah, I am gonna get some AirPods. I really want some. I have the Beats X, but I don't like them that much because they're too noise canceling. I like to be able, especially when I'm using the microphone, using it for this kind of thing or phone calls, I like to be able to hear myself, and I don't like the noise canceling effect. So, so yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Beats X. I like them for airplanes, listening to music, watching TV and stuff, but that's about it. All right, Samir Nazer, shout out to you. Do you ever consider signing off with Stay Modest? Yeah, that'd be a good sign off. The thing is, it's all about like consistency with YouTube. So I feel like now that I have my intro, I say, hey, my name is Brock, you're watching The Modest Man. Today we're talking about whatever. And at the end I say, until next time, stay stylish. I feel like since I've been doing that for a little while now, I just have to keep doing that. Because I look at channels like Philip DeFranco or something. He does the same thing every time. Or like MKBHD, he ends the video the same way every time. So kind of get people used to it. So yeah, I think I'll probably just stick with what I'm doing right now. Are you trying to minimize your closet? How many underwear, socks are enough? That kind of depends on your lifestyle. Like if you're wearing a dress shirt every day, then you're gonna need more undershirts, obviously. I probably want at least one for every day of the week, assuming you're gonna do laundry every week. Socks, the same. I mean, probably double up on those, just in case. Underwear, yeah, I mean, at least one for every day of the week. Probably two for every day of the week is like a safe bet. But it does kind of depend on your lifestyle, That's Clover, by the way. Grumpy old lady. All right, hello from South Africa. Nice. Rumor has it you guys are having TGV from Urban Gentry on the podcast. True or false? Well, Ben, I can't comment either way, but it might be happening kind of soon. We might have already interviewed him. I don't know, but keep listening. Awesome guy though. Yeah, TGV. If you guys don't watch or the Urban Gentry YouTube channel, it's my favorite watch channel. I know there are a lot of good watch channels, but this guy really knows his stuff. He's actually the reason I started getting a little more into watches. So I feel like there's like something on the screen. Does that just make it worse? I don't know. Hold on. Let me get a little cloth or something. All right. It's just something on your face. Let me just get it off here. All right, there we go. So yeah, keep an eye on the Buttoned Up podcast for that. All right, AirPods 180, too expensive. AirPods I think are like 150 or 160 right now. Yeah, expensive, but I mean they're nice. All right, can you do a video on how to style scarves for winter? Can do that. Make a video on color combination. Already did that. If you go to the channel, one of the most popular videos is called 7 Color Combinations for Men. So I would definitely recommend watching that. And yeah, I could do another one, but I think that's like a pretty good base. Can you try subtitles in French? I think other people can add subtitles to my videos. Like other people can contribute subtitles. So, you know, I obviously couldn't add them in French. I don't speak French, but if anybody wants to transcribe them in different languages, definitely up for that. What do you think of Tommy? You're trying to say Tommy Hilfiger watches, Sander? If you're asking about Tommy Hilfiger watches, I would say they're no good. You know, I wouldn't buy any. I wouldn't buy any of those like department store watches. You know, from like Nautica, Tommy Hilfiger, Michael Kors, like all these fashion brands that just happen to make watches. First of all, they're all made by the same big companies like Movado, Swatch, and they're just private labeled, you know, with these brands on there. So, and they're way overpriced. All right, great watch. Andrew Clark, great watch. What's your favorite outfit to wear at the watch? Well, I literally just got this watch yesterday, but actually it came with this strap, this like kind of tan khaki colored canvas strap, and I put it on this black strap. I'm gonna get a different, I think, black strap for it, but I put it on this one that I had lying around because I don't know, I think it just looks really good with black. So it's definitely more of a casual watch. Super versatile though, you know, a black dial. It's just a simple watch, but I mean, you could dress up if you put it on a black, I don't know, like a kind of a shiny black leather strap. You could dress this up a little bit. I think you could even wear it with a suit, but it's definitely a casual watch. So I'll probably wear it with like casual outfits, maybe smart casual outfits. All right, the brand with the best fitting t-shirts. Totally depends on your build. You know, if length is the main problem that you have, I would go with brands like Peter Manning, Sharp Casual Wear, or Jimmy Ow's, like a brand that actually makes shorter length t-shirts. If you can't find something slim enough but length isn't a problem, I'd probably try Uniqlo. They, you know, a lot of guys swear by their Supima cotton t-shirts. I think they have like a quick dry t-shirt too. I'm not sure what I think they're called Airism, Uniqlo Airism t-shirts. But yeah, it kind of just depends like what kind of build you have. For me, I need t-shirts that are short and super slim. So I usually end up like this t-shirt, for example. This is from Outlier, and I ended up hemming it myself, which was the first time I tried to hem a t-shirt. Worked out really well. But yeah, that was, you know, something that I had to do because the t-shirt was like 3 inches too long, and otherwise it fit great. So hope I didn't just drop off there. I saw a little bad connection error come up, but let's see. What color sneakers are the most versatile? What brands would you suggest under $150? I mean, probably like white or any combination of like white, gray, navy, and like natural, like cream colored. That's why like the kill shots are so popular. because they're super versatile, you know. And every brand, like if you just go to J. Crew sneakers, like a lot of the sneakers they sell, they're collaborations with Nike, New Balance, Vans. Those are all very versatile. A lot of guys swear by all white sneakers. I mean, they're fine. I'd prefer a sneaker that has a little bit of navy or gray or like an off-white built into it. I actually think gray sneakers are super versatile. But, you know, you can't go wrong with an all-white sneaker. So, yeah, I would check like New Balance, J. Crew, Vans, and then if you want to go up a notch, you can start looking at like Greats and Everlane, and you know, it just, the sky's the limit. I mean, you go all the way up to Common Projects and stuff like that. All right. Probably own 25 pairs of underwear, maybe 15 pairs of socks. Yeah, that's a decent amount. Sorry, I can't figure out this. Why this video looks so fuzzy to me. I hope it looks clear to you guys. It looks a little bit fuzzy to me. Let me just see if this helps a little bit. There we go. Okay. Urban Gentry on Buttoned Up, the most hyped thing since the eclipse. Yeah, man. It was a good interview. I could talk to that guy for hours. That was the first time I ever talked to him, and I could talk to him for hours. I mean, that interview could have been 3-4 hours long, easy. He's just such an interesting guy, very genuine. What is your favorite YouTube channel? There's so many. You know, you guys all know about the big YouTube channels, the Alpha M's, Real Man, Real Style, all these, but there are a lot of really good smaller YouTube channels that I think are going to be big in a couple of years, but right now that aren't. For example, Gentleman Within, which is run by a friend of mine, Coy. He's actually, I think, he might be watching this right now. He was here earlier. His video production is stellar, and I'm taking inspiration from him with my latest fall lookbook video. I was like, because he did a summer lookbook video, I was like, that's awesome. Just puts a lot of work into it. His blog, Gentleman Within, also has really good content. So, you know, his channel, it's relatively new, so it's small, but definitely check it out. He's also like about my build, maybe a tiny bit bigger. So yeah, definitely check him out. There he is down there in the comments. Gentleman Within. Another good one is Everyman Style. Another channel, I think he's got about 18,000 subscribers. Again, just really solid content, like basic stuff, like talking about different cuts of jeans and stuff like that. Another good one is, let's see, The Cavalier, which is the channel that John Shanahan, who co-hosts the Button Up podcast with me, runs. His channel is more like, he reviews everything. So like anything he gets, he buys a lot of stuff, and then anything anybody sends him, he does a review. So he's reviewed all the major like startup, like the new brands that you hear about, he's probably reviewed them. Clothing, grooming, some lifestyle stuff like luggage. He's on the opposite end of the spectrum. He's like 6'4", but just very in-depth reviews, very helpful stuff, and he doesn't do any sponsorships or anything, so all his stuff is very independent. So that's a good channel too. What other channels? There's a couple of good fragrance channels that I really like. Gentleman's Journey. Chad is here in the comments sometimes. Fragrance Bros. Those are good channels if you want to get into fragrances a little bit. Another good one for watches is Long Island Watch. This is actually a watch store, an online watch store. But they have a watch channel where this guy, he has a series called Watch and Learn, and he breaks down everything you need to know about watches, like difference between quartz and mechanical, and just like, you know, how to set an automatic and how to calibrate your watch, and just all this really good basic info. So yeah, I need to do a video on like lesser known YouTube channels that I watch, because there are just so many good ones. All right. Opinion about joggers. I've never found a pair of joggers that fit, that wasn't too long. If I could find one that wasn't too long, I would wear it. So if you guys have any suggestions for joggers, I will absolutely. In fact, I need to just go on hunts for joggers and just try on a bunch and do a video about it, because I don't know, it's so hard to find joggers that are like shorter than 30 inches. And if they're not, they just look dumb, you know, because they pool up around your ankle. So I would like to wear joggers. I kind of thought they were a flash in the pan trend that was going to go away, but turns out they're here for a while. So yeah, I would love to. I have some jogging pants that fit, but they're not actual joggers. So, all right. Let's see, redesign. Hey Brock, can you provide a list of plugins you use on your website before the recent redesign? Oh, okay, yeah, website plugins. So if any of you guys use WordPress, I use WordPress plus Genesis. So my website's built on the Genesis framework from a company called StudioPress. I use a ton of plugins. Add Rotate is a good one. Table Press. So a lot of my posts have these sortable tables built in. I use a plugin called Table Press. And actually, if you go to themodestman.com/resources, you'll see a list of a lot of the stuff that I use to kind of run the business. So definitely check that out. But I could talk all day about the website and WordPress and stuff like that, but I feel like a lot of the guys here might get bored. So maybe we'll save that for a different Q&A. All right, Swiss brands, good or not for watches? Yeah, there's lots of good Swiss brands. I mean, or Swiss brands. Hamilton is a Swiss-made watch, although it originated in Pennsylvania. But yeah, there's a ton of. I mean, Swiss watches are notoriously high quality. You know, so yeah, some of the best watches are Swiss-made. Will you be doing a watch giveaway? One of your biggest fans. If you have a brown leather watch you don't want anymore, I'll gladly take it. You know, I've actually thought about selling off some of my watches. You know, I'm trying to build a collection, like a kind of versatile, timeless collection of watches that I really like all of them. But before, it's kind of like with everything. Like once you really get into something, you realize that a lot of the stuff you have is like, it's like maybe stuff you don't really want to keep forever. So like, for example, this watch, this is the Seiko SKX 013. I just put it on this Oyster bracelet. It comes on a Jubilee bracelet. I just put it on this Oyster bracelet. I love this watch. Oh, it's on sale over at Mass Drop right now, so check that out. But I will never sell this. This was my first automatic, and I wear it all the time, and I really love it. So this is like my dive watch. You know, I mean, maybe one day I'll get like a high-end Swiss diver, but this is all I need, you know, for a dive watch. So I don't really want any more divers right now. This is my beater watch, you know. This is the Casio F84W. It's like the F91W. It's a beater, you know, and it's a digital watch. I take it in the ocean. I, you know, use it to set a timer. You know, it was like 15 bucks. So I think every collection needs one of those. And then this was my really casual field watch, which I still like. This is a Seiko 5, the SNK series. But for some reason, when I saw this Hamilton, which is kind of the same type of watch, it's like a simple field watch, so I probably don't need two. But I just really, really liked it. I kept thinking about it. I was like, I think I got to get that one. So, you know, for example, I mean, I might keep this, but I might sell it because I'm trying to be a minimalist. I'm like an aspiring minimalist. And I don't necessarily want two field watches. So, you know, I don't want to build a giant watch collection. I want to build a very intentional small watch collection. The one thing I'm in the market for now is a dress watch. And I have a couple dress watches that, you know, I can wear with a suit. I have one from the 5th. I have an Old Citizen from my dad. And I like them, but I do want a nice automatic dress watch. That's probably my next purchase. And then I would like to buy a luxury watch. And I really like the Rolex Datejust 1603. That's the one with the steel bezel, not the white gold. So, you know, maybe one day when I hit a big milestone or something, I'll kind of reward myself with a Rolex Datejust. Probably a vintage, not new, but still, it's going to be, you know, $3,000, $4,000. So, So yeah, we'll see about that. But I guess the point is I'm open to buying a luxury watch, but like I don't need them. I think you can have a cheaper watch that you love and keep, you know, for a long time. All right. Oh man, I just lost where we were in the comments here. Okay. Got some people from the Netherlands tuning in. That's pretty cool. Would you ever spend money on an Omega watch? Yeah, I like the Speedmaster Reduced, which is like the smaller Speedmaster. I might get that one. Are button-down collars as stylish as regular collar shirts? How can you style button-down collars? So if your shirt has a button-down collar, I would button it down. I wouldn't leave it unbuttoned. Button-down collars are just a little more casual than like dress shirts that don't have button-down collars. But I mean, they're basically the same garment. You know, like some people say, you know, don't wear them with suits, which they are kind of casual. But I mean, you can still wear a tie with a button-down collar. How to wear them? I mean, it depends on the shirt, because the collar isn't the only thing that determines the formality of a shirt. It's more about like the length, the shape of the hem. You know, is it a obviously what collar type? Like, are the cuffs soft or do they have interfacing in them? So there's a lot of things that determine, you know, does it have a pocket? So yeah, it's not just the collar. But if you have a button-down collar shirt, I mean, you could wear that with, if it's the right length, you could wear it untucked with jeans or chinos or shorts. You could wear it tucked in with jeans or chinos. You could wear it with a jacket over top. So it's a versatile, it's a pretty versatile piece of clothing. All right, to make a review on Pete and Pedro putty. I can do that. I do use the Pete and Pedro putty somewhat regularly. Although right now I have the Hans de Foucault quicksand in my hair and I really like it. Okay. Are you filming, editing, and doing everything yourself? I am right now. So right now I do the filming, editing, and all that, thumbnail, description, all that stuff for YouTube. It takes, for me at least, it takes so much work to do one YouTube video. That's why I don't put out more. It's just like, it's just a lot of work. So it's not that I don't want to do the work. It's that there's only so much time in the week, you know. But yeah, right now I'm doing everything. Are you the jealous type? I don't think so. How do you put a sweater on over a collared shirt without stretching out the sweater? That's a good question. I would put the sleeves in first, and then put the actual sweater over your head, and then roll it down your torso. I think that's the best way, as opposed to like trying to get one arm in, then the other arm in. Yeah, I would do that. But it's always awkward, you know. All right. Can you do a video or lookbook on what to wear for a date? Yeah, I could do that. I guess it kind of depends what kind of date, but I'm assuming like a casual date. Could do that. Are you INFJ? I am INFP, actually. Close, though. That's impressive. All right, should you wear 3/4 with formal shirts? I actually don't know what that means. 3/4. Yeah, I'm not sure what that means. You should grow a beard. I cannot grow a beard, so it doesn't work out well. Shouting out all the way from Malaysia. What's up, Darian? What's your take on corduroy type clothes? You know, I don't love corduroys because all right, so the corduroy material, like if you wear corduroy pants, for example, it adds a little bit of bulk to your frame, so it actually can be good if you have like super skinny legs and you want to add a little bit of bulk. But then the actual pants have to be super slim, you know, because corduroys, they have these little ridges, you know, so they just visually look more weighty. So yeah, I personally don't wear corduroys. They tend to be pretty warm. But yeah, I mean, I don't have anything against them. I just don't really wear them. All right, Timothy back. Weather's about to turn in Chicago. What do you think of scarves? I love scarves. Yeah, I definitely wear them all winter. I mean, they're just so practical and they look good too. So I think scarves are one of those things for a lot of guys, kind of like sunglasses can be, where you might feel a little weird the first few times you wear it. You're like, I don't know if this is for me. But once you just get used to it, it's no big deal. You might get some crap from your guy friends like, oh, Tim's wearing a scarf, but it's like, who cares? You know, it's like your neck's warm. Women love them. You know, they look good. And it's also a great way to dress up an outfit that like could be very simple. If you have a very simple outfit, you know, kind of monochrome or whatever, and you put on a cool scarf, you know, boom, you're stylish. So scarves are an awesome, practical accessory. All right, how much money do you earn from YouTube? You can go watch, I put out a video about that a few weeks ago, so I would go watch that. YouTube itself, like YouTube ads, doesn't pay that well unless you have a ton of views. So like I might get maybe $400 this month from YouTube ads. But when I work with sponsors, all sponsors these days want video. So I used to do just blog posts, but now it's usually a blog post and a video. And I think that's how most YouTubers are really making money. Now there's also affiliate links. So in the description of your videos, you can put links. And I think most YouTubers are using affiliate links in that area. And so they're making some money that way too. And I use affiliate links too. But yeah, YouTube ads is not a huge source of revenue. All right. Which box subscription is better, Espresso Box or Gentleman Box? To be honest, I'm not subscribed to any of those. I don't know which one is better. I know people really like both of them. You should check out Gentleman Within. He does a lot of unboxings for those types of things. Also the Cavalier. And just watch a couple of the previous month's unboxings to see what was in them, and then see which one you might like. I don't know which one is better or higher quality because I haven't actually used them. All right, could you do a lookbook for going out at night, barring with the guys? I feel it can easily turn sloppy or too put together. Yeah, that's a good idea. I can definitely do that. That's right in my wheelhouse. You know, that kind of like smart casual going out sort of look. Have you started working out more? The pic on Instagram made you look like you have an 8-pack. I work out the same. You know, I do jiu-jitsu 4 times a week. Most weeks. This week not as much because of my injury, but yeah, I work out 4 times a week. I was going to start a 30-day challenge and make a video about it. It was going to be 100 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats every day for 30 days. I was going to do a little before and after, see if you can actually, you know, change your physique with some sort of 30-day challenge like that, or just get better at push-ups and stuff. But then I fell off the skateboard and hurt my leg, so I have to wait till that's better, and then I'll do that challenge. But no, my normal workout is jiu-jitsu 4 days a week, and that's like it's a lot of cardio. So it'll be like, say class is like an hour and a half long. Half of it, like at least 30 minutes, is like intense cardio. So you burn a lot of calories. So I think that's basically my workout routine. And then I eat pretty clean. You know, like I don't go out very much. And you know, I live with a vegetarian, so eat a lot of vegetables. And so between, you know, the burning a lot of calories and then eating relatively clean, I stay in shape. So, all right. Let's see here. What watch are you wearing? This is the Hamilton Khaki Mechanical. All right. Do you know of any, let's see, non-dress shoes? Sorry, I missed a few questions here. Okay. Have you ever met Jose or Juan from Teaching Men's Fashion? Yes, I met them at StyleCon, which is now called Menfluential. Super nice guys, very, very hardworking. You know, they've accomplished a lot in not much time. So I mean, those guys are, I want to say going places. They're already places, but they're just going to continue to be more and more successful, and they're very much true to. They're what you think they'd be like in real life. You know, they're not like I don't know, pretentious or anything. So they're nice. All right, which brand has great chinos? I've tried Banana Republic. Less than a month, the fabric and the thighs are already losing color. Yeah, Banana Republic, I love the fit of their chinos, but the color does fade, which is kind of annoying. I mean, if you want better chinos, you got to go a little higher end than that. But yeah, it's tough because then you sacrifice fit. Some of the best pants I have are from like these companies that make like technical fabrics, like Outlier. I want to say Ministry of Supply, but they kind of changed their fits, and so their stuff doesn't fit as well as it used to. But that's a good question. Let me put some thought into it. Maybe try out some other brands, and then I can do a video on, you know, higher end chinos when you want to go a step up from Banana Republic. Okay. Thoughts on wearing non-dress shoes with suits? I'm not a fan, to be honest. I think it's really hard to pull off, and I don't really know what occasion would call for that. You know, like if you're wearing a suit, you're probably going to work in a formal environment, maybe a wedding, a funeral, a job interview, you know, a black tie event, something like that. So sneakers just aren't appropriate in any of those scenarios. So yeah, I don't get the sneakers with suit thing. I think even though GQ tries to tell us to do that, I don't think it's something most guys can pull off or should try. All right, do you have any good wool single-breasted winter jackets? I know Express has one, but it's mostly out of stock. Wool single-breasted winter jackets. You're talking about like a top coat or like I guess it would be a pea coat because you want single-breasted. If you want a top coat, I have 2 top coats from Banana Republic. Love them both. Had to get the sleeve shortened, but otherwise really like them. Uniqlo has a lot of options for wool coats. Zara is a decent option to check out. Yeah, I would try those stores. What jacket are you most looking forward to wearing when it's cool enough? That's a great question. Probably my leather jacket from Peter Manning, and also the field jacket from Peter Manning. Both great jackets. I would love to wear, I got a parka last year, the Alpha Industries Slim Fit parka, and I wore it like once, you know, because it never got cold enough, because it's a very, very warm jacket. So I would love to wear that jacket this year. Maybe when I go back east for the holidays, I can wear that. All right. At what point do you think guys look like they're trying too hard to dress well? When does it start to look like you're wearing a costume? That's a great question. I think, yeah, Tanner Guzzi talks a lot about this. I think when guys first start to get into this stuff, they kind of overcorrect and they go overboard with the accessories. And so like you'll see all these pictures on Instagram with these guys, like they got a suit on, they got a tie bar, pocket square, lapel pin, watch, bracelets, you know, and it's just like that's when it looks like a costume. So I limit myself to like 2 accessories, maybe 3 per outfit. Usually just a watch, sometimes a little simple metal cuff bracelet. If I'm wearing a suit, I'll do a tie, pocket square. But even the pocket square, it's one of those things that these days everybody's like, oh, everybody has to have a pocket square. You don't always have to have a pocket square, you know? And sometimes just a white one with a straight line is good enough. So yeah, I think people just kind of overdo it a little bit. And then if you see the people that are really into it, you know, like the Tanner Guzzes of the world, they kind of come back to the middle eventually and kind of tone things down a little bit. I mean, like right now, like I'm just wearing a nice fitted, this is actually a wool blend t-shirt. It's super nice. It's like very high quality. It's from Outlier. You know, a Hamilton watch, nice Swiss watch, and that's it. That's what I'm wearing today. You know, no crazy accessories, no double monks with no socks or whatever. So yeah, I think just, you know, don't overdo it, and be yourself, you know, and make sure you're comfortable. All right, I only wear sneakers and I've wanted to try boots. Do you wear boots more than sneakers? Yeah, I love boots. Fall and winter, I'm in boots every day. So definitely get yourself some boots. If you want to ease into the world of boots, I would recommend brown leather chukka boots or desert boots. For example, J. Crew McAllister or Clark's desert boots. Those are both great options. All right. Would you ever consider spending money on a new luxury watch? How much you justify it? Yeah, I kind of touched on this earlier, but yeah, I would definitely buy myself like a vintage Rolex Datejust one day, but just not quite ready yet. I have a couple like milestones in mind that if I hit certain milestones, I would do that, but not there. So, all right, Christian, do you consider yourself creative? How do you manage to come up with new ideas for YouTube videos and so on? I'm thinking about starting a blog or a YouTube channel. Not sure if I can handle that. That's an excellent question. I do consider myself creative, and that's one of the reasons that this is such a fulfilling job for me, because I get to create stuff. And for a long time, that was just writing. Then it was writing and taking photos. Now it's writing, taking photos, and making videos. And the video production process is an extremely creative process, and it's very, very satisfying if you have that that urge to create, which I think most people do. You know. How do I come up with ideas? I mean, there's an endless amount of ideas. Like we do these Q&As together, and you guys ask a ton of great questions, and I come off of these videos, you know, with a ton of ideas. So there's never a shortage of ideas. I get a lot of emails with questions. I see what other guys are doing on YouTube, and I think, okay, how could I do that, but with the emphasis on the shorter man? So there's really never. I mean, I have a long list of video ideas. And I don't think I'll ever run out. So I think you could do it, you know, you just got to make sure that, I think when people first get into making videos or whatever, they, kind of try to be like somebody else. Like I remember when I first started, I was trying to be like, Alpha M, because I talked to him and he has a lot of energy, and he was kind of told me that, video zaps your energy. So for example, if you're giving 9 out of 10 energy levels, it's gonna come across as like 6 out of 10 on video. And so when I first started, and I think that's true, but when I first started, I was trying to be all like hyped up, like, and that's just not me. You know, I'm more laid back, and so I think that when you start making videos, you have to just be yourself, you know, and you don't have to be like Casey Neistat or Alpha M or Antonio or Jose or anybody. You can take inspiration from them. You can even take ideas from them, but you don't have to try to be like them, you know? So develop your own presentation style, your own editing style, and, you know, just have fun with it. People will notice eventually if you just keep it up. All right, can you do a video on how to style Timberland boots? I just lost that comment. Where is that? Bought a pair last year. You don't have the money to buy another pair of winter boots. I don't want my money to go to waste. To be honest, I've never owned a pair of Timberlands, but I could do a video on how to style like winter boots, which is, it would probably be the same thing. So yeah, I could do that. Do you wear your everyday clothes at home too, or do you have some sort of loungewear? Well, where I live, it's still pretty hot, so I'm usually wearing a t-shirt or a polo, sometimes a casual button-up, and then shorts. Like right now, since I was just I'm just kind of, you know, putzing around the house. I'm wearing like cotton, kind of like jogger shorts from H&M. But I'll go to the office later, and I'll put on a pair of like chino shorts, probably some like white sneakers, and I'll head on out to the office. So yeah, I usually dress up. I don't really have like, I mean, I do have some loungewear, like jogging pants and stuff like that, sweatshirts. But it's so hot here that it's usually only during the winter that I'll wear stuff. So if I'm having a lazy Sunday, I'm going to stay inside all day, I might put on a pair of Peter Manning jogging pants and you know, a sweatshirt or something and just lounge. But most days I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt basically. All right. Full-time blog needs an update. That is very true. I've been neglecting that. Sorry. All right. Ernie, looking for my first suit for a business setting. Which places sell good suits for shorter men? Should I go made to measure? You have 2 months. I wouldn't. It depends where you live and what your build is. I wouldn't necessarily go made to measure before trying something else. It depends on your budget too. Like I would try Suit Supply first, maybe even J. Crew. Their short sizes, you know, 36 short. But yeah, I wouldn't go made to measure right off the bat. If you can't find anything, I would try made to measure. Make sure to give yourself at least 6 weeks for made to measure, because you're gonna need to get it tailored probably. All right, can you recommend watches for small wrists? Yeah, there's a ton of watches for small wrists. Just I have like several posts on the blog about watches for small wrists. If you just go to themodestman.com and then in the little search bar at the top, just type in watches and you'll see like 3 different posts all about smaller size watches. All right, D. Clyde, I'll give you 45 for the SNK. Yeah, I might do that. You sent me an email. It's got this sweet NATO strap too, so I could also just put it on the factory strap. Okay. Andrew Clark, followed your advice about learning a new skill outside of work. Work in construction, starting to learn how to draw and paint. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. All right. Christian M. Brock, this girl approached me with bondage with another girl. What do you do? I don't know, man. Sounds like you might need to explore that opportunity. Which Hamilton is that? This is the Officer Mechanical, the Khaki Mechanical hand wind. All right, is perfectly matching your watch band color to your shoes belt the best? No, you don't have to perfectly match your watch and shoes and belt. It's good if your shoes and belt are pretty much the same color, like brown or black. But your watch can be whatever. It doesn't have to match perfectly. It's better if it's not like too close but not quite matched. Like for example, if you had like tan shoes and then a different shade of tan belt, that would look like almost like a mistake, you know. But if you had like, I don't know, dark brown belt and like cognac shoes or something, that would look fine. But your watch can be whatever. Your watch doesn't have to match everything. All right. Favorite music? Oh man. Don't know. Let's see. Right now, I'm liking. Trying to think of new music because I end up listening to a lot of old music. But new music, liking J. Cole, Childish Gambino. I like the new Haim stuff. What else? That's all I can think of right now. I listen to a lot of the Majestic Casual YouTube channel. All right. Do you like fashion sense of Lady Gaga? Not really. Best sweater type to wear with a shirt and tie? I would do like a V-neck, merino wool, or cashmere, but definitely a V-neck. All right. What is good that you should pick up at Jimmy Au? Everything at Jimmy Au is good. Awesome jeans, awesome t-shirts. Obviously, their suits. Everything there is good. So, you know, get what you need. All right. What sunglasses do you personally enjoy having? You and I are about the same size. All right. I'll show you my 2 favorite pairs of sunglasses right now. And you guys helped me pick one of these. So this is the one that I've had these forever. These are my Beckett's from Warby Parker. Prescription. I love them. Had these for a long time. You can see they're all beaten up, and great sunglasses. And then I just got these. I'm gonna try to take better care of these. These are also from Warby Parker. These are the Lionel, which is like a small aviator, and brushed navy. And I also really like these. So also prescription. I love both of these. They're just different. They're different vibes, you know. So I think that I actually don't know which one is more casual, but I really like both of these. So I usually save these for, like, I don't know, situations where they could get beat up a little bit. And then these, I'm kind of keeping these as my, like, nicer sunglasses. But yeah, both from Warby Parker. Love them both. All right. Let's see. Views on ripped jeans. I don't have any. I mean, they're trendy. You know, they go in and out of style. So I don't really. I haven't jumped on that trend yet, but yeah, I don't see anything wrong with them. I just think they're a trend, so you got to be aware of that. Okay, so 3/4 length. So you're talking about 3/4 length pants, Samir, like the pants that end below your knee. I think they're weird. You know, I don't really see a point in them. Like, either just wear shorts or pants. I don't really see the point in, like, 3/4 length pants. All right. Just block a couple people here. What's your preference with underwear? Any particular brand? Yeah, a lot of great underwear brands. Right now, rocking the MeUndies. I think they're a great, like, just comfortable, relatively affordable. I also like Tanny. I think Tanny is some of the best looking underwear. Ex Officio is great for travel because it's really easy to wash and it dries quick. Lululemon makes very comfortable underwear, but it doesn't look special, but it's very comfortable. I think that's pretty much it. That's the underwear I wear. Oh yeah, Rib T just came out with underwear that's very comfortable. All right. What happened to last week's Q&A? Technical difficulties. Thoughts on Patreon? You know, I don't have a Patreon. I think it can work. I think, like, certain channels that really don't want to be supported by sponsors or ad revenue, I think Patreon is a good choice. But you need a ton of subscribers to get to have enough money on Patreon to, like, support yourself. So yeah, I haven't taken that step yet. All right, black sports sneakers for casual day-to-day wear, a fashion disaster. I don't think there's anything wrong with black sneakers. I like that shirt. Where'd you buy it? The shirt is from Outlier. Eddie, skinny jeans have stayed for a decade plus and joggers are a couple years in. What do you think the next men's item, clothing, or style will be here to stay for a decade? That's a good question. A decade is such a long time now. I mean, I don't know if anything will stay for that long anymore, you know? That's like, these days, I mean, 10 years is just forever in the fashion world. But let's see, items that will stay for that long. It's so tough because, like, right now, like, you take, like, Chelsea boots, bombers, like, they're super trendy, but, you know, light wash jeans are back. But I don't know, man. I don't know if they'll be around in 10 years. So I think fitted, like, slimmer fitted clothes, I don't think that's going anywhere. I think that the fashion industry right now is trying to push us to not as slim clothes, but I don't think it's going to work. I think silhouettes might loosen up a little bit, but I think slim fit clothes are here to stay for a while. Have you seen Ozark? I have not. What belt are you in jiu-jitsu? I am a 4-stripe white belt, so probably need to, like, win a competition before I get a blue belt. Color and pattern for a casual blazer. I would just do blue. I would do navy for a casual blazer. Let's see. Where can I find French cuff shirts that don't have huge cuffs? Every French cuff shirt. Yeah, you'd probably have to go made to measure for that if you wanted the cuffs to be scaled down a little bit. Do you watch Jake Paul or Logan Paul? No. What skincare products do you use, if any? Your skin always looks great. Well, thank you. I use Differin gel to keep my skin clear, relatively clear. And then I use, I try out different stuff. Like I tried T. Shanley for a while, really good stuff. I'm currently trying Matte for Men, which is also really good. It's higher end, but it's nice because it gives your skin kind of a matte finish, which is kind of cool. All right. I don't think he even knows Jake or Logan because both are dumb. I agree that both are dumb. I mean, you know, you have some of these like huge YouTube channels and like, I don't watch any of these. Like, I mean, I watch some of the big YouTube channels like Casey Neistat and stuff, but I see stuff like Jake and Logan Paul, and to me, it just seems like they're taking advantage of like younger viewers, you know, who don't really know, who just feel like they're being entertained. I don't know. I mean, I watch their stuff and I can't tell. I'm like, are you being serious? Because this content to me sucks, but I can't tell if they're like just trolling everybody or if they're actually serious or who knows. So, I mean, obviously they work really hard. They've made a ton of money, you know, they've built businesses, but it's not how I'm going to spend my time watching Jake Paul and anything like that. All right. Sean McKee, spoiler alert, Jon Snow is a terrible, stupid character. Killed a dragon, thus brought down the wall. Agree or disagree? Yeah, I don't get why he kept fighting. Like, why did he keep fighting the whites? He should have just jumped on the dragon and gotten out of there. Also, why did Benjen not just get on the horse with him and ride away? There were some things in that episode, I gotta say, that just didn't make sense. I don't know, mixed feelings. Mixed feelings about that season of Game of Thrones. All right. Let's see. There's a lot of comments on this one, so I'm not getting to all of them. Good, solid budget brands. Check out Uniqlo, J. Crew Factory, Gap, Banana Republic or J. Crew when they have sales. Engineer boots with the straps. I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. Let's see. For anyone arguing it was okay for Jon to go on that mission to capture the zombie, it's obvious from the beginning Cersei wasn't going to care. True. Cersei doesn't change. She's evil. So they should know that by now. Missed you at Jits. Got hummus. Who is that? What's the best color for the J. Crew Walker vest? Thinking of buying one. I would get navy, I think, would be the most versatile. Black or navy. Probably more versatile than mahogany. Best solid black or white t-shirts that have extra mobility in the armpit area for a guy looking at J. Crew. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I'd probably try Uniqlo for that body type. Who's your inspiration? I don't know. A lot of people. I don't think I could pick one person. Ton of different people. Am I the only one who gets? Let's see. Just kind of trying to skip some of the repeat questions here. Do you have any style tips for women who watch your show? Man, women's style, that's like such a foreign world to me. Women's clothes are so much different because you have so many more options. There's so many different types of garments. And I feel like women don't care as much about like building like a quote unquote timeless or like versatile wardrobe, and they more have like a mix of things. So mix matching and stuff more difficult. But I think with women, a lot of the same stuff applies in terms of like fit, pattern, and color. So like if you're a petite woman and you want to elongate your figure, you want to look a little taller, I think the same stuff like dark colors, reducing contrast, small scale patterns, I think all that same stuff applies. And I think there's a lot of stuff that, you know, a lot of trends that work for women and a lot that don't. I mean, for example, rompers. Rompers look good on models, you know, like on like super thin, like taller women, but like not most people don't look good in rompers, you know. It's a weird article of clothing, you know, for most body types. But then you have like high-waisted pants and high-waisted shorts. Most women look great in high-waisted pants and shorts because it makes your legs look longer. Same for men, you know. So I think that you just kind of have to know what looks good with your body and you know, focus on fit and stuff like that. So, but yeah, women's style, man, that is a whole other world. All right. J. Cole. Yeah, good stuff. What do you think of a black overcoat or peacoat with brown boots? I think that's fine. What's a good place to buy suits if I'm on the short side, but still built? I would try Suit Supply, Peter Manning, Jimmy Ow's, possibly Hugo Boss from like Nordstrom. Let's see here. What style books do you like or recommend? Dressing the Man is kind of a classic. Let's see. What are two up-and-coming channels you like besides Gentlemen Within? And what is a good subscription or non-subscription clothing service that doesn't cost too much? Two up-and-coming channels I like. I would say Everyman Style, and I think that Primer Magazine is obviously a huge website, but they kind of just started making videos again. I think they're going to be, if they keep it up, they're going to be an awesome channel because the production quality is so high. All right. Good subscription service. I don't know, man. I haven't found a subscription service for shorter guys that works. So, or a subscription service for men that works for shorter guys, I should say. Because, you know, they send you the clothes don't fit, or you got to get them tailored or whatever. So, you know, you end up spending more money. All right. How did the Unsullied go from being trapped at Casterly Rock to attacking some other castle? That's a good question. Thoughts on Clark's desert boots? I like them. I kind of like the J. Crew McAllister more. I think it's a better silhouette, but basically the same thing. Love your logo. Who designed it? Well, thank you. My girlfriend is a designer, and she did the logo, as well as the new website. If you haven't checked it out, themodestman.com. All brand new. Let's see. True or false? Filthy Frank, iDubbbz, and H3H3 are the greatest creative minds of the last 200 years. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I do. Yeah, H3H3, that's good stuff. I don't really watch the others, but yeah, there's a lot of awesome YouTube channels. What phone do you have? I have the iPhone 7 regular. I don't like the bigger ones. Even the regular iPhone 7 is already too big. All right, what do you think of Rhodes? Hers really getting traction as a brand. I actually never heard of them. Where's a good place to get an inexpensive blazer or sports coat? Inexpensive, probably J. Crew Factory. I mean, you know, I'm saying like the same brands for all these. There's only so many cheap brands that are worth buying from, you know. Uniqlo, J. Crew Factory, sometimes Gap, J. Crew on sale. You know, you could try some of the places like Nordstrom Rack, but it's kind of hit or miss. You go made to measure. Let's see. What's your opinion on Peter Manning's Essex suit? Separate's any good? You reviewed the leather jacket, was the reason I bought it. Love it. Curious about the suits. Yeah, glad you liked the leather jacket. Their suits don't fit me as well as their other stuff, to be honest. And I think they're great, but they're not slim enough for me. And there's something about like the pitch of the sleeve that just doesn't really work for me. But I have a hard to fit body type, so I know a lot of guys who swear by their suits. They're just not quite there for me. So if I buy their suits or their trousers, I end up having to get them tailored anyway, just to slim them up a little bit. So they're not my first choice for where to buy a suit, but I love a lot of their other stuff. Do you watch Suits? How do you think Harvey and Mike dress? Yeah, I did watch Suits, and they dress really well. Harvey's style is awesome. I think all the suits are Tom Ford, I think, or something crazy. But yeah, they both dress really well. All right. Is there a rule that says we need to match gloves with boots? Nah, I wouldn't worry about that. Do you iron your clothes only if they're wrinkly? You know, you don't have to. And I would try to steam before ironing. Did you ever buy clothing through crowdfunding? There are a lot of interesting projects. I've backed a couple of Kickstarters, but yeah, I don't tend to do that very often. I'm trying to think what I've backed. Ace Marks was one of them. Ash and Anvil. But yeah, I'm not like too into the Kickstarter world, so I don't back a lot of projects. What do you think of Apartment 9? No experience with Apartment 9. Let's see here. Have you ever thought about going vegan or vegetarian? Not really. I mean, I'm like almost vegetarian. I mean, I still eat meat, so I don't want to call myself vegetarian, but I eat a vegetarian diet probably most days of the week. So not vegan. I mean, I eat eggs a lot, but you know, and other dairy. But yeah, I'm vegetarian like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days out of the week. So I don't think it'd be very hard to transition to a full vegetarian diet, but yeah, I don't really want to. All right, worst sins ever, Abercrombie and Fitch, the best fitted. Worst sin ever, Abercrombie and Fitch, the best fitted t-shirts ever. Also became the biggest douche brand, agree or disagree. Well, Abercrombie and Fitch, I remember in high school, like I went to this Catholic prep school, and all the rich kids wore Abercrombie, and I didn't, because, you know, I shopped at you know, I either got close to my older brother or shopped at like Kohl's or Sears, you know. So I didn't have a great idea of Abercrombie. Their stuff was just so expensive and, you know, ridiculously overpriced. And then of course they had that CEO who was just total jerk. Of course they fired him. You know, they got rid of him, and they've kind of tried to change their image. So I feel like they've kind of redeemed themselves recently. I haven't really found anything there that fits me well, so I have to give it a second look. All right, I think that's it. Let me answer like one more. Do you think it's more important to run, drink enough liquid, or to buy clothes that are compatible with running exercise? I'm not really sure why those things are exclusive. I'd say it's important to drink enough water to run and to exercise and to buy the right clothes. I wouldn't pick just one of those things. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thanks for spending some time with me, and hope you enjoy the rest of your weekends. New stuff coming next week, and I will see you next weekend for another live Q&A. And until then, stay stylish. See you next time.